The grand ballroom glittered under chandeliers, a sea of designer gowns and tailored tuxedos, and laughter that sometimes felt sharper than a knife. At the center of it all stood Michael Harris, a single dad in a suit that had seen better days. His tie was slightly crooked, his shoes scuffed, a far cry from the polished elegance surrounding him. Whispers started almost immediately. "Who let him in?" one socialite hissed. "Is he a waiter?" Another chuckled, patting the shoulder of a friend as if to share a private joke at his expense. Michael felt his face burn, but he lifted his chin and forced a smile, clutching the small envelope that contained his daughter Lily's artwork, the reason he was there tonight. The gala was a charity auction, and Lily, his 8-year-old, had entered her painting, hoping it could raise money for children in need. Michael didn't belong here, he thought. But he had promised Lily he'd be brave, and so he braved the laughter and sidelong glances, moving through the crowd. The auction began. One by one, the glittering items, jewelry, trips, and paintings by renowned artists, were called up, each bid higher than the last. Michael's heart pounded as the announcer finally held up Lily's small, vibrant painting. "Ah, this is adorable," someone said, smirking. "Is this for a child's room?" The room erupted in laughter. Michael gripped the edge of the stage. "It's for charity," he said softly, almost to himself. Just then, a ripple of surprise ran through the crowd. The host of the gala, the renowned billionaire philanthropist Eleanor Whitmore, stepped forward. She looked at the painting, not with the condescension of the others, but with genuine admiration. "This," she said, her voice calm and commanding, "is exactly the kind of hope we need in the world." The bidding started. First a few hundred, then 1,000, but Eleanor didn't pause. She raised her paddle. $5,000, she said, her tone deliberate. Silence fell. Every mocking comment, every whispered insult, evaporated instantly. She smiled at Michael. "This painting deserves more than laughter. It deserves respect." Michael's eyes welled up. He glanced at Lily's proud smile from the crowd. He hadn't even realized she had sneaked in. In that moment, he understood, it wasn't about fitting in, it wasn't about fancy clothes or status, it was about heart, courage, and love. After the applause settled, Eleanor approached him. "You've done something wonderful, Michael. Bringing her work here, showing her that her art matters, that's real courage. Keep doing that." The rest of the evening felt different. People who had mocked him earlier now approached with hesitant smiles, many asking about Lily's art. Michael realized that the act of kindness, the bid that elevated a child's simple painting, had shifted the atmosphere. Respect had replaced ridicule, and hope had replaced judgment. On the ride home, Michael held Lily close. "You know," he said, "people will always have opinions. But tonight, we showed them what really matters." Lily's eyes sparkled. "We did, Dad. We really did." And in that quiet, tender moment, Michael knew something profound. Sometimes, courage isn't about wearing the right clothes or fitting in, it's about standing for something you love, and letting the right people lift you up when the world tries to knock you down. The gala had been filled with glitter, wealth, and whispers, but the real treasure that night was a little girl's painting and the love of a father who refused to let laughter define their worth.